Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I am a spiritual coach who helps you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. Today, I've got an intuitive message for your path. Interesting, we're starting with the Hanged Man. This is your energy for the week, where you're starting, and it's a funny card, right? The energy of surrender, but also the energy of knowing that this is a little bit of a game, okay? We've got a possum here. And while you're willing to suspend the busyness, we have all these bees kind of creating a halo, there's also a knowing that this isn't permanent. And there's a feeling like you're willing to kind of go along with this idea of surrendering because you know that there's going to come a moment where you're going to turn upright and be kind of in the driver's seat again. Okay, but there is a different lesson in the surrendering this time. There's something about I'm seeing a higher octave of an ocean wave, and I'll see if I can put that actually into more concrete English. It's almost like there have been bigger upgrades and bigger downloads in, I want to say, the cosmic energy that's been out there, and they're coming back down into Earth, into those that are receptive to them. And this hanged time, this suspended time, is just a little space to allow these bigger currents, these bigger waves to have purchase here, to have some tenacity or stickiness here. It's like these bigger waves want to stay in our physical world. These bigger energy forms want to stay in our world. And yeah, there are those that are ready to receive them and ready to just run with it. But they're almost saying, just hang on a second, let us permeate and kind of get the rest of the world on board before you're really going to be surfing on these waves. It's almost as if we have to download a new ocean. I know that sounds really odd, and I can't believe I just said that, but that's kind of the sense I'm getting here. All right, beneficial energy for you, Mother of Horns, another water card, lovely. And then energy that works not for you, the Armistice. Okay, so even though we just talked about surrendering with the Hanged Man, there's a sense of don't give up yet, Scorpio, don't give up yet. This Mother of Horns is a blessing card. It's a patron saint, a spirit guide, an angel. It's that kind of figure that is fully there for you. And in fact, you even notice in this direction, she's looking right at you, looking right at the Hanged Man. And she's got a flute to play, like a sacred flute. We're talking about vibration. We're talking about sacred music. And she's holding your sacred music in her, with her. She's got that in control. So this guide or angel or beneficial force is in control of what's happening with you right now. And it's almost as if they are going to unleash the right time. Okay, there's also a lot of joy, a lot of creativity. So you may be finding yourself extra inspired, maybe to write poetry or to paint, anything creative. A lot of sense will be found in those creative arts, because those creative, especially poetry and especially things like abstract painting, they channel those different dimensions that I'm struggling to describe to you with words. So if you want to tap into what's going on, tap into your creative side. Now, this Armistice here is compromising, is giving up, is relinquishing your position. And there's times to do that. But what's happening here is too big. And although you might be tired of fighting, or you might be tired of holding your position, and there's been loss, you see they're bleeding and they've been shot with arrows, you do acknowledge there's been a personal loss to you in different areas. don't give up, because something bigger has you in its jaws. Would that be right? Yeah, there's really something much bigger happening. And I know we've been saying that for a long time, but it's coming to a head right now. I really feel this strongly, especially in your reading, Scorpio. This other wave, this other sense of energy coming through. I also want to say that if you were to capitulate and to give in right now, I'm kind of feeling a little Seven of Swords energy with this card, where the person will actually turn and kind of double cross you, and actually, or the situation, it's not a lasting armistice. It's kind of like, haha, just kidding, I have my fingers crossed behind my back. All right, so don't trust that. Don't fall for it, all right? Okay, let's continue. It's a really fascinating message. We've got the Justice card, and we've got the Hermit. And for some reason, I'm getting goosebumps from this. And similar colors here. All right, so Scorpio, we are down to the black and white, cold and bitter truth. There is no more sugarcoating of what's going on. There is no more trying to pretend things are better, or trying to convince yourself that things are a different way. This is cold, hard truth. Okay, I'm not quite sure where they're going with this, but let's sit with the cards here. You know, the Justice card, that sense of right and wrong, the moral question, you know, what is actually fair, what is actually just, has been there for some time. And the Hermit has been seeing this. Part of you has been seeing this for some time. Okay, now I want to ask, all right, my guides are saying hold fast in your knowing. Okay, maybe you don't need to speak about this. Maybe you don't need to go on a crusade about what you're knowing, but hold on to it, and hold on to it stronger than you have before. So I feel like what's going to be happening is something akin to like an energetic or a psychic tsunami, where these waves of energy are going to come through. These waves of new energy into our physical world are going to come through. And there are some that are going to be swept off their feet and completely discombobulated. But even the ones that are strong, it's going to take some of us by surprise, okay? It's like when you watch videos of a storm happening in the tropics and you see the palm trees are still kind of bent, even though they're strong, and after the storm they stay upright. They're still a little bit bent by the wind, okay? So whatever is going to come through this week, whatever is going to happen this week, you still need to stay very strong in what you know is your truth, and what you know is your strong inner knowing. Okay? This isn't going to be an easy week to hold it. You are having help, as we discovered. There is a lot of help here. Look at the color comment. Look at that contrast. But the black and white truth is that it's going to be a little harsh. It's going to be a little hard. So you've got to hang on to that color inside, to that warmth, to that passion, to that knowing inside, because the world might feel a little cold as this new energy is coming in. Okay, my guys are saying one more card. Power. 7 of Wands. And look at that. Things coming to a head, coming head to head. All right, so you're seeing it. You've been seeing it. You've been knowing it. But understand that I think this is the week for it to happen. Okay. One more thing in this power card. What do you want to tell me? Okay, they're telling me to look at the buffalo. One head down, one head up, equally strong. Okay. Some of that cosmic wave that I'm talking about is the energy coming through, but it's also the reaction that this is really interesting. It's like a chemical reaction. It's going to happen when it hits the energy of our plane. And then we're going to have some kind of some kind of reaction, some kind of eruption. It is the resulting energy that is the lasting waves that I was talking about at the beginning of this reading. Okay? This is fascinating. It's neither the energy of the other side nor the energy of our plane. It's the combustion of the two. It's the combination of the two and the aftermath. So I can't think of anything. I hated chemistry in school, but things like when you combine an acid and a base. So when you combine baking soda and you combine vinegar, you get a reaction and there's foam, okay? And then what happens is that you have a different substance that's formed. That's a really bad example, but if there are any chemists out there, please give me a better example. What's left, that is the substance that we're looking for. That's the new cosmic energy that we're looking to ride. That's what we're looking to surrender to. So we need that negative energy. We need this antagonistic energy more than we know, because the cosmic energy alone, just the other side energy, that's not enough. It's the combination of these two things together that's going to transcend either state. And that's why it's important not to give in, because what we want is the combustion, not the compromise. We want the combustion. Wow. That was fascinating, Scorpio. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me to come up with that, because that was not going to come out on its own. So again, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. And if you would like to go even beyond this reading and look into a personalized guidance session, or perhaps even some deeper soul work, please keep in mind soulguidancewithadriana.com. And I will look forward to seeing you next time, Scorpio. Have a good one.